Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new video. I'm your host Deeper Jungle, and today I'm going to be doing another Call of Duty commentary. And for today's commentary, I'm going to be talking about how a new sniper rifle is basically confirmed for Call of Duty World War II multiplayer. Now guys, the reason why I want to make this video, and that's just because with the two new weapons that were added into Call of Duty World War II on Tuesday, being the Revolver as well as the Enfield No. 2, it actually reminded me of this Charlie Intel article that was posted way back on November 20th of 2017, talking about new weapons as well as new supply drops found in the game files of Call of Duty World War II. And when I actually went back and checked out this article, it basically confirms that there's going to be a new sniper rifle coming to Call of Duty World War II. So yeah, let's actually dive right into it. Now guys, when this article was originally posted on Charlie Intel way back in November, it was a really big deal because of course back then we did not have the Winter Siege event and we didn't know how, if any of the new weapons were going to be added into Call of Duty World War II, how were they going to be added into the game. And of course these were the weapons found into the game files of Call of Duty World War II, and of course these weapons were not in the game originally. One of them is the MG81, the Winchester 94 lever action, the Walter P38, and many more. However, the interesting thing is, if we actually go back and look at this list with hindsight, you can actually see that there are many weapons that are on this list that were actually added into Call of Duty World War II. For example, the first one is the Gewehr 43, the Volkssturmgewehr, the Sten, the Beretta 38, which is actually the Orso submachine gun, the Revolver, the Enfield No. 2, the Ice Pick, the combat knife, as well as the trench knife. Now those are just some examples, and you can see of course those were added into Call of Duty World War II, as well as the epic supply drop. So with that in mind, we can actually deduce that some of the other weapons that were actually on this list are going to be added into Call of Duty World War II in the future, and one of those weapons is the Arasaka. Now if you actually did not know, the Arasaka is actually a bolt-action Japanese rifle which was in service from 1897 up until the end of World War II in 1945. And of course this weapon was actually in Call of Duty World at War, and it was a bolt-action sniper rifle. So that's one thing that I find pretty interesting, and since all these other weapons that were added into Call of Duty World War II were on this list of weapons from way back in November, so that means that it's basically confirmed that we're going to be getting a sniper rifle coming in to Call of Duty World War II, and it's going to be the Arasaka. So I really do find that interesting. And some other weapons that are actually on this list that I find pretty interesting, one of which is the M1919, which is actually a 50 caliber American machine gun, which is pretty interesting, as well as the classic Walther P38 pistol, as well as the Winchester 94 lever action, which is pretty interesting. I'm going to be showing you an image on your screen right now. So as you can see, it is a lever action rifle, and it looks like something straight out of Red Dead Redemption, so that would be really interesting if this weapon were to come into Call of Duty World War II. There was actually a lever action rifle that was in Advanced Warfare, so it is quite possible, as well as some other weapons such as the Type 5, which is another Japanese rifle, which is pretty interesting. So yeah, we're going to have to see about these weapons coming into Call of Duty World War II. However, as I just said before, I do think it is really possible that these weapons are going to be coming to Call of Duty World War II, because every single weapon that was added into Call of Duty World War II post-launch is actually on this list. So chances are all the weapons that are on this list that are not currently in Call of Duty World War II are probably going to be coming to the game sometime in the near future. I know that that would be really good because I know that there's a lot of sniper fans on Call of Duty World War II that want a new bolt-action rifle, and the Arasaka would be a pretty neat weapon to be in Call of Duty World War II. So yeah guys, I'm going to be linking the Charlie Intel article down below in the description where I actually got this information from. So yeah guys, that's going to conclude today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, don't forget to drop a like on it down below, as well as subscribe for more Call of Duty World War II videos like this one. We are on the grind to 500 YouTube subscribers, and we're getting really close, so if you guys would like to subscribe, that would really help me out. So yeah, that's going to conclude today's video. I hope to see you in the next one.